Hi, I'm Joni Patry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, today I want to talk about something very interesting, and this can help a lot of people. So I want you to realize I'm talking about the sidereal zodiac, but just to make it simple, I'll give you the years in question. What I've noted is whenever we have planets go into really hard aspects, and I mean when they're in hard aspect, it takes a lot of people out that may not be strong. So I have found that Mars is going to be retrograding in some very difficult degree markings. It's going to be between, well, really, if I could say around May of 1947, or March, I'm going to say, of 1947 through July of 1948. And actually, people are born around this time. It's critical too, because Mars is going to be going back and forth in the sign of Cancer and Gemini. So people that have planets here are going to have difficult times, especially those that are a lot older. What you're going to find is all of a sudden in the news, we're going to see a lot of celebrities pass, because actually there's many people passing because it's people that have these degree markings. It's just we only hear about the celebrities, right? So the reason why I'm saying this is not for gloom and doom. It's for prevention, because this doesn't mean death. But it means difficulties, and they can so easily be averted, not completely, but helped out tremendously with prevention. So remember, prevention is worth anything. It helps more than anything, rather than waiting till you get something and then you have problems. So the reason why I'm pointing out these years is because, of course, we're dealing with the elderly. But aside from that, this means that they all have Saturn at this point where Mars is going to cross over. And Mars over Saturn is very difficult. So let me talk about some of the people. The thing that got me thinking about this was actually Donald Trump, because he was born 1946. And remember, I said from 46 through 48, pretty much, these years. So let's go over some of the few people I pulled up that are born around this time. And one being Trump. Another, now Dolly Parton kind of misses it because her Saturn is in Gemini, late degrees, but still Mars is going to be going over her natal Saturn as well. But it's really the points where it stations that it's the hardest. And yes, Dolly Parton's going to have to deal with that because Mars is going to station. Yes, it's going to station in Gemini in February. So between the times of really this fall, October through, I'm going to say, May of 2025, October of 2024 to May of 2025, we're going to see a lot of the old people pass that have these positions in the zodiac. So I want you to consider if anyone you know in your family is born during these times. And if they are, make sure they get their regular doctor's appointments and make sure they're taking care of themselves. Be there for them to avert this stress of Mars crossing over their Saturn. So I pulled up, and it's let's just say 1947 through 1948. And actually, July is the cutoff point of 48. We have Dolly Parton, Trump, King Charles, Bill Clinton, and George W. Bush. So those are the ones that I'm focusing in on. There is a lot going on. And one thing that kind of led me to this is I started thinking about the Beatles. No, they don't have Saturn there. They're actually born in the early 40s, and Ringo's actually the oldest. But when I pulled up their charts, both Ringo and Paul, the living Beatles, have their moon in Cancer. And both of them have Mars-Moon conjunction in Cancer, and transiting Mars is going to cross over both of their Mars and Moon. So they have to watch their health. I'm not saying that they're going to pass, but I am saying they're going to have some issues. And when you get in your 80s, a lot of the issues you have are with health. So I'm putting out this video to help people avert things. So this is very important. Now, what I want to remind everyone is at this time, to be able to see these transits in your own individual birth chart day in to day out to help you avert things, I created the Galactic Planner. The Galactic Planner will take your birth chart, and if you have any planets in Cancer, it's going to alert you when this Mars goes over these planets in both Gemini and Cancer. While it's retrograde, it's very damaging. So you can especially avoid things. My Galactic Planner will give you a year in advance when these things are due to happen, so you can take care of yourself. So go to galacticplanner.com. Remember, the first month is free, and that is going to end soon. So you better get going now to try it out. I think you're going to love it. It's going to really help guide your life and avert things and help you know when the best times are to make your moves. Furthermore, remember, if you want to get my newsletter, go to galacticcenter.org, sign up for my free newsletter, get all of my predictions delivered to your email address every week. Also, my Patreon, if you want to be part of classes weekly with me live, join my Patreon. So go to Patreon at Joni Patry. Last but not least, if you've always wanted to study Vedic astrology, learn the divine science of light. That's what Vedic astrology is called. Then go to my university. We're starting semester 1 really soon. Be part of it. Go to universityofvedicastrology.com. Thank you.